In honor of my goat Kunigami Rinsuke, can we drop 3 big guzz in the chat? I don't know what bro's moaning and groaning about, but put this on Ego Jinpachi's soul. If he doesn't score the game winner, I will crash out. What's going on everyone, my name is Animasu, and today we'll be taking a look at the Blue Lock Chapter 292 leaks, titled Bad Luck. If you enjoy staying up to date with the series or just want to support the channel, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment with your thoughts. My community Discord is also linked in the description, so feel free to join up and say hello. With that said, let's hop into one of the last chapters of this insane matchup. Blue Lock Chapter 292 begins with an intro blurb which says, "Can't yield, won't yield. All of the egoists are going full throttle to steal the final goal." The first thing we see is Itoshi crashing into Michael Kaiser's shoulder while catching him off guard. He immediately tenses up and pushes back, but it's clear that even the Emperor is amazed by Itoshi's tenacity. The monster has dedicated his full effort into destroying Kaiser and Yoichi's connection, and if the duo can't manage to overcome this, no goal will be produced. At this point in the match, their powerful offensive duo is all that's keeping them afloat, so if they somehow got separated, it will all be over. Isagi glances over at Yoichi. Kaiser realizes that Itoshi can only predict one of the possible passing routes at a time. With Isagi then speeding up and passing both the dueling egoists, their plan seems to be a cross run that will disturb Itoshi in his field of vision. A chibi visual is even shown of them zigzagging up the field, as Kaiser goes on to say that it's best for them to just focus on getting to the goal. Worrying about which of them Rain will destroy only slows them down and clouds their instinctual movement. Kaiser instantly processes the situation. Whoever isn't directly targeted by Rain will have the best chance to strike. Without even speaking, he and Isagi come to the same conclusion, their movements perfectly in sync. Kaiser sees it clear. Isagi has placed himself in the ideal position, making use of their link on a mental level. A quick shot from Kaiser's perspective then shows Isagi's eyes widened out, looking ahead with full trust in his teammate. This is what football with Yoichi looks like. As their movements overlap, Kaiser's excitement and interest begins to peak. This is exactly the kind of challenge he's been craving. His expression sharpens, eyes glowing with metavision as he locks onto the goal. If he can score here, he knows that he'll reach an even higher level, one that he finally feels deserving of. ALEXIS NESS is then seen sprinting after the play, but the gap feels unbearable. He's being left behind. Despair washes over him as memories of Kaiser's cold dismissal resurface alongside the image of Isagi taking his place. His worst fear is becoming reality. Kaiser has been stolen away and no longer sees any use for him. Ness is spiraling, his mind flooded with memories. His first meeting with Kaiser, their bond, he clings to it all. Kaiser's recent words echo in his head though. "Find autonomy. I have no use for pigs like you." With his identity crumbling away, ALEXIS NESS begins to wonder if he too should become new. Ness recalls the exact moment Kaiser first found him, their beginning at Bastion Munich's tryouts. Back then it felt like magic for him to be chosen, but in reality, Kaiser had cast a spell on Ness, trapping him in a role that stripped him of identity. He then clenches his fist though, with his eyes radiating out aura. If Kaiser no longer needs him, then he'll cast aside the past and become something new. Just like Kaiser and Isagi, he's returning to zero. His aura flickers, his signature magical glow fades as he sheds the memories holding him back. This is his farewell to the old Ness, and to his Kaiser. As Ness surges forward, the remnants of the past begin to dissolve, his once bright aura shifting into something dark and ominous. A pitch-black magical sigil forms beneath him with each step, marking his transformation. Meanwhile, Yoichi makes a sudden sharp movement, making space between him and Tabito Karasu. Karasu isn't letting up though. He quickly recovers and closes in on Hiyori again, but Hiyori stays composed, challenging him to just try and steal it. With his metavision fully activated, he scans the field, searching for the perfect passing route. He can see that up ahead, Rin is desperately trying to contain both Isagi and Kaiser at once. The window is small, but Hiyori knows. It's all about timing now. With Itoshi still attempting to maintain 2 players, he's ready to crush whoever it takes with a risky gamble. On the other hand, Kaiser and Isagi are doing their best to make micro adjustments, subtly shifting to create just enough space for a pass. Hiyori makes his move, stop and boost. With perfect timing, he kicks the ball forward and bursts past Karasu, leaving the defender completely behind. Rin braces himself, watching closely to figure out who the target is, Isagi or Michael Kaiser. Yoichi launches a high arching cross into the air, setting a stage for the decisive moment, and Itoshi does not hesitate. Choosing Isagi Yoichi to be his prey, Itoshi crashes straight into his shoulder while staring directly into his eyes. "You're the one I want to destroy." Hiyori's pass sails high, and in an instant, it's clear that Itoshi chose wrong. The ball isn't for Isagi, it's instead heading straight for Michael Kaiser. With no defenders in sight, he's completely free in front of the goal. His predator eye activates, vision narrowing as he prepares to strike. The perfect opportunity is right in front of him. Just as Kaiser sprints ahead though, Shido explodes into the scene too from his right, sprinting in like the clutch demon he is. A wild smirk stretches across his face as he's seen through this entire play. Itoshi may have misread Kaiser, but Shido will gladly pick up his slack and hunt them down. It also seems like the bad luck chapter title is just from Shido's dialogue here, so yeah, maybe we overthought that a lot. Anyways, Shido then lunges in, cutting off Kaiser with a deadly interception, turning what seemed to be a perfect shot into nothing but bad luck. The ball bounces loose, and Charles is already sprinting forward, eyes glowing with metavision, ready to launch a killer counterattack. Just as he prepares to take control though, Kunigami tenses up at the bottom of the page, stepping in off the pitch. Kuni refuses to be erased. He launches himself headfirst through the air, intercepting Charles' pass with an insane mid-air deflection. The ball rockets upward, leaving everyone stunned. It's a super breathtaking double spread, with Kunigami soaring like a warrior as Isagi and Charles watch in pure shock. The so-called hero is still here, rewriting his own fate. The decisive ball hangs in the air, the entire pitch frozen for a split second. Every egoist eyes are locked into it, but two stand at the forefront, Isagi and Rin, side by side ready to make their move. One thing does stand out though. Isagi is the only one with a focused expression, his 0-point eyes fully activated. What could he possibly be cooking? With that, today's chapter comes to a close, and we now have the title for Blue Lock chapter 293 coming next week, Birth of a New Hero. The big question is, who will that hero be? To me, it's got to either be Isagi or Kunigami securing the game-winning goal, but I don't think Isagi scores directly off the loose ball. Instead, I could see it falling into the grasp of ALEXIS NESS, who after awakening his independence, makes a crucial choice. If he no longer serves Kaiser, then maybe at this moment, he chooses a new king. Overall, today's chapter really caught me off guard. I honestly thought the match was going to end here. I do wish that Yuri and Katasu's duel had a bit more depth to it, but I guess in the grand scheme of things, it wasn't that important. What really stood out to me though was how Rin's greed knows no bounds. Dude really thought he can lock down both aces at once. In the end, at least Shido was there to clean up his mess. That does make me even angrier with Itoshi character though, because not only could he have ended out this game earlier with a goal, he doesn't even appreciate Shido being selfless for him. This is why my goat on PXG will always be a no-brainer. On a real note though, I really do appreciate Itoshi's development within this match despite so many people hating on it. So many people are calling him a plot merchant, saying that Kaneshiro was just tossing around power-ups, when in reality, Rin has always been Blue Lock's #1. Even further than that, geniuses and talented learners have shown us that geniuses just have that innate talent. Anyways, I feel like a lot of people just hate Rin and like Isagi, but it is what it is. With that sadly being the end of today's leaks, I just want to thank you all so much for tuning in to watch my videos. If you enjoy staying updated with Blue Lock or just want to like and support my channel, please consider clicking that subscribe button and commenting below for the algorithm. I also have a community Discord you can find linked down below, so if you'd like to chat with me or other fans of the series, please feel free to join up. Thank you all so much again for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next upload very shortly.